Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it's Paydirt review time again. And since this will be my first review of 2021, I figured I might as well go big, make sure I got a good bag of Paydirt just to start out the season. So today we're going to be doing a jug from Goldbay. Now, unfortunately, this is not their $5,000 jug or their 1 ounce jug. This is their $500 subscription jug. So we're going to be reviewing the $500 subscription jug from Goldbay. And let's just flash up the description and then go to the overhead and classify this down. As you saw, the description's not very detailed, but it does give you some information. It is 15 pounds of Paydirt, and the gold should be a little bit chunkier, which I'm excited about because I just did a month of fine gold. So I would like to get some chunky gold. And it also tells you that the ROI, or the amount of gold you will receive in these jugs, is based on the gold spot on the day that you order it. So we'll have to see what the ROI is in the end just to figure out what they're basing it on. So let's weigh this up. Now, this was wet when it arrived, and I dried it, then put it right back in the jug. So we'll have to see if it's still 15 pounds. 14 pounds. It's 15 pounds. I'm sure they added a little bit extra, and the water weight, just once it dried, you end up with 15 pounds. So I'm not too worried about that. It's a large amount of Paydirt. And I am not going to classify this down on camera because I want to try and conserve the length of this video, and this is just going to be a giant mess. So I'm going to go classify it down and be right back and show you the results. Well, as you see, the material has been all classified down, and there is a lot of it. And the vast majority of it is in the plus 10. Equal amounts in the minus 20, plus 40, and the minus 40. The least amount of dirt is actually in the minus 10, plus 20. So I'll be really curious to see where the gold is. I did see a couple pieces in the plus 10, which I'm really thankful for, because that is a lot of material. So I'll be curious if there's any in the minus 40, and let's just check it for magnetite. I don't expect to find a lot of gold in here, but we'll have to see in the end. Not a bad little bit, but again, this is supposed to be chunkier gold, so we're going to find out. I'm going to go set up my water, and we're going to pan all this Paydirt out. So I have my water all set up, have my pan, have all of the plus 10 material right here, and we're going to start going through it, listen to some music, and see where all this gold is at. Well, finished painting everything out, and that was a lot of material. Took forever. My back is killing me. My shoulder is killing me, but I had a lot of fun. And it was a tad bit difficult, but we will talk about that in a minute. For now, let me just show you the gold I found. In the plus 10, I found a lot of chunky little nuggets in there. Probably 15 of them in there, so really, really nice. Never going to complain about finding nuggets. In the minus 10 plus 20, even more gold. Probably about 20 pieces in there. Again, a nice little pile of gold. In the minus 20 plus 40, even more gold. Probably close to 100 pieces in there. There is a lot of that in there. And last but not least, in the minus 40, I did find some gold, but not very much considering all that material, but I did find some minus 40. So let's just start weighing it up with the plus 10, and I will weigh this one, the biggest nugget of them all first. 1.705. So that's a nice little nugget in there. So 6.140 for the plus 10. $1.180. And again, I was guaranteed no set amount of gold. $0.780. And the last little bit, I don't know if this is going to budge the scale. It might. I don't think so, though. Oh, it budged it. There you go. All right, let's just weigh it all up and see what the grand total is. $8.120, and we're going to be right back with the Paydirt difficulty. Now for Paydirt difficulty, I'm going to give it a little bit harder scale than I normally would just because a lot of this has to do with the amount of material. When you're going through 15 pounds of material, the odds are higher that you will miss a little bit of gold as opposed to if you were going through a 1 pound bag. So for a beginner, I'm going to give this hard, and it's a lot to do with the fact that it does have a lot of black sands and there's a lot of material. For an advanced painter, I'm going to give it a medium, and for an expert painter, I'm going to give it a medium as well, but it's very low on the scale of medium, so it's pretty much easy to medium for an advanced painter. And again, it's mostly due to the fact that there's just so much material here. And now we're going to be right back with the ROI and the review. All right, finished calculating my ROI, writing up my review, and let's get right to it. This again was from Goldbay.com. It was their $500 subscription jug. It has no guaranteed amount of gold, but it is guaranteed gold. And they do state the amount of gold that will be added will be based on the spot price of gold on the day you order. Its cost was $500. Shipping was $14.95. So total cost right here, $514.95. Now the gold I recovered, again, right here, 8.120 grams of gold. Gold spot on the day that this was received was $58.24. Right when I ordered this was when gold had tumbled down below 60, but thankfully it is back up over 60, so I actually made a little bit extra money after this video. So total gold value right here, $472.91, which means my ROI is 91.83%. 0.3%, or on my scale, a 9.2. So a really good ROI. I will never, ever complain about getting an over 90% ROI. I just love it. For fun factor, definitely a 10. It was a ton of material to go through. I found a lot of big pickers in there, and I did find some fine gold. Not as much as I would like, but I did have a ton of fun with this. If I wasn't doing a review on this Paydirt and somebody asked me if they should classify it, I would tell them maybe only the plus 10 and the minus 10. And that way the plus 10 would be a lot of fun just to get out of those big pickers, and you wouldn't miss any of the fine gold that would get trapped going out with some of those bigger rocks. But then the minus 10, you'd find all the gold in there and not have to worry so much about the minus 40. Now for Paydirt description, this is where this Paydirt low point is. They're only getting a 6. Not a ton of information. It does give you just enough, but it would be nice if there was more information, even just on where this Paydirt comes from. But again, it does give you the basics about the Paydirt, so they're only getting a 6. For quantity and packaging, I'm giving them a 10. Now, while the Paydirt did exact weigh just under 15 pounds, when you're dealing with that much material, it was wet. I'm giving them a little bit of leeway here. I've been doing it all in December. In the cold months, people tend to not dry out their Paydirt before they ship it. So I'm okay with that, and I'm giving them a 10. The packaging is really good, and the quantity was close enough that there's no reason to complain about it. And I got a 91.83% ROI. For customer service and shipping, they're getting a 10. I've never had any issues contacting Dave. They put their phone number on their website, and they ship out incredibly fast, usually the next day, if not the same day. Really fast shipping. So total score for Goldbay's $500 subscription jug is a 9.0. And I really don't think you could complain about that score. It's a great score, a great seller, a great jug of Paydirt. 15 pounds, 91.83% ROI. Really great jug of Paydirt. I'm so glad I ordered this. This was a ton of fun. So all that's left is to flash up the score, give away a 24 karat gold-plated dime. So let's just flash up the score right here. Now, before I give out today's 24 karat gold-plated dime, I do need to give some shout-outs to two of my newest Patreon members, and that's Ken Carbon and Julie Hansen. So thank you both very much for supporting this channel, and if anyone else is interested in supporting this channel, you can go to patreon.com/Miller Prospecting. And now for today's 24 karat gold-plated dime winner, that's going to go to Eric Silver. So Eric Silver, make sure you email me so I can send this off to you. And to everyone else, thanks for watching. Happy panning. And if you're not already a subscriber, make sure you hit the subscribe button below.